Well, hello YouTube channel. This is Sportsman's Junction. I'm Lane and welcome back. Today I'm going to be building, fletching. Building seems like such a strange term. Anyway, building my arrows for Total Archery Challenge Texas here in a couple weeks, and going to take you through all the steps from cutting down to fletching and wrapping the whole bit. First of all, please do us a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out, and thank you guys for watching. So just to jump into it real quick, there's nothing like super special about the arrows that I'm going to use this time for TAC, or not really this time because this is my first time doing it, but there's nothing special about the arrows I've chosen this time when I bought arrows. Comparatively, these are, hopefully it will focus, Easton Axis 340s. They're 5mm diameter arrows. They are what I have been shooting for my bow for the last couple of years, and yeah, so I'm going to cut them down. I'm going to cut them a little shorter than my original arrows. I've shortened my draw length. My original arrows are a little too long in the first place, even at my longer original draw length. So we're going to cut these down and then glue the inserts, arrow wrap them, and then I'm going to fletch. I think I'm going to fletch all of them, and for half I'm going to use a 2 2/4 inch vein, and for the other half I'm going to do a traditional 2-inch blazer vein. Yeah, I guess I'm going to just start cutting. Got a new Weston 8,000 RPM arrow saw here. Got it hooked up to my Shop Vac Mini, which I just store underneath whenever I'm not using it. So this is its only purpose really, is to vacuum for the arrow saw. And yeah, I'm gonna get started on that. It's gonna be loud, so I'll mix some music in and do some fast high-speed playback, and I'm going to turn the air conditioner back on while this goes because it's warm in here today. For the record, they do strongly recommend that you bolt your saw down, but I haven't, quite decided like permanently how I want everything set up yet, so I haven't bolted it, which is why I was having to use my extra hand to hold it still. But it would definitely make things a lot simpler if I had it bolted down. But for the first run through, pretty smooth. These arrows come with all the stuff you need to square them off and do your inserts and everything. So what we're gonna do next is square these off and then glue some inserts, and then while the insert glue is drying because it's so far in there, I'm gonna go ahead and roll the wraps on them. All right, arrows are cut. Now it is time to square them off. I'm gonna use the little tool provided in the package by Easton. This is the epoxy. This is the insert tool. And this is the arrow square. It's just like a little piece of pumice almost, some kind of like sandpapery type of material. It's got a little, I don't know if you can see it or not. I need to get a better camera for this kind of thing. It is, we'll try this out. You can kind of see it there. It's got a little nipple kind of thing on it. You just put your arrow on top of that and give her a twist. Shouldn't take too much. And that's it. Every time I try to do this, the damn dog next door. Okay, now that got the arrow shafts ready to go, I'm gonna mix the epoxy. Just gonna do it right here on top of this little piece of plastic that it all came in, and then we're going to get to gluing these inserts using the tool provided by the folks at Easton. And once you've got it mixed, you've got about 90 minutes to use it before it starts to cure. So it's ready to go. Get your first insert. These inserts have a vent on the back. You just have to make sure the vent's not covered up whenever you glue these. And from all the research I've done, it seems that you don't need a whole lot of the epoxy with these. So put that in. And then just use a little insert tool to finish her off. See, most of that epoxy comes off, and pull it on out, and then wipe off your excess. And this one should be ready to cure. Simple as that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of these, and then once those are done, I will roll some arrow wraps on here. Then we'll let these suckers cure and come back tomorrow and fletch them. Inserts are glued. They take about a 24-hour cure. So with these, it's really important that they cure on a level surface, since there's no lip holding them in place. If they were to cure, like canted backwards or forward, then the insert's gonna slide a little bit before the epoxy sets enough to hold it in place. So we're gonna leave these level, but before we do, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap them real quick with the arrow wraps I got from Whitewater Archery Products. Just went with some simple white wraps with a little "Don't Tread on Me" on them, and just going to use some alcohol cleaning pads to just wipe down the the arrow vein a little, or the arrow a little bit, so that these will stick really well. All you got to do, if you've never done arrow wrap, is take your, easier said than done, take the sticker off, decide which way you want it to go, lay it down on your tool mat. I'm just going to use a toothpick because it's easier to maneuver this way. And then you line your arrow up, push it right up to the edge, and it helps if you're doing it on something sort of soft because you need to press down on it. Get it squared up as best you can, and just let her rip. It's been 18-ish hours since I glued my inserts. So yeah, we're gonna move ahead with fletching these arrows up. Gonna start with the boning, or the blazer, the 2-inch, the one that most people are familiar with. I'm gonna 4-fletch about half of these, and then move over to the X vein, and we'll see how this goes. This is my first time fletching arrows, so ought to be interesting. Got everything set up here. I've got my Bitzenberger set to do a 4-fletch, which is the 90-degree turn. And yeah, I guess this is, here we go. That's it. Couple of little things I know to do differently on my next arrow, but it's pretty easy. Probably just set this one aside and save it as my first ever from scratch arrow, from cutting to gluing the insert to doing the wraps to gluing the fletching. So only 11 more to go. I'm all done, other than tipping and tailing. So I went ahead and did I did 3 of the X veins, 2.25 inches, or I did 4 of those, excuse me. I did 4 the blazers. All of these are 4-fletched. And then I also did, because I forgot I had them, did 4 of the boning heat veins. These are 2.5-inch veins, slightly lower profile than the X veins. So yeah, now all I gotta do is tip and tail and let them dry the rest of the way. Super easy to do on the Bitzenberger, and all in all, not a terrible process. Definitely can get faster at it, but for the first time through, it really didn't take all that long. So I'm not gonna complain about it, and I'm happy with how the arrows look, how they spin. So now it's time to let them dry and test them out. I guess that's it. Guess I need this if I'm gonna tip and tail, huh? And anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with it, and yeah, stay tuned for might do a video about how each one of these differently fletched arrows flies, and probably some other videos about installing my bow vise and things like that. So thanks again, like and subscribe.